swerve. Do your two-step, your little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, feel things, make it work. Strike a pose, make it work, feel things, make it work. Strike a pose. I pull up, hop out, then I swerve. Do my two-step, my little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, do your dance, make it work. Strike a pose, make it work.
I can't believe you guys didn't stand. Wow. Noted. I'm so glad I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see you. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy, but this waist is snug. This waist is, I've been sucking in for it feels like years just to wear this crop top. I'm just so fucking exhausted. All I do is wear crop tops now because I don't care anymore. Is anyone else like, who cares? I do not fucking care anymore. A lot of people are like, oh, I changed during this pandemic. I really changed. Made sourdough. I was like, really? I just let my gut hang out. Do you guys do that? Every shirt I own, I turn into a crop top. I'm crop top confident, and I don't give a shit. I'm just done. Look. And you might be like, Renee, you look skinny. Yeah, there's so much under these pants. Like, if I unzip this, goodbye. You might get hit. And I do Pilates, I kind of do Pilates. I feel like there was a moment in my life where I looked at myself and I go, oh, your arms are just this. Like, you're not changing. You know what I mean? And I take Pilates, like I was saying, but like I do quit in the middle. And I feel like that is my journey. And I feel like 30 minutes of fucking Pilates is, okay, that should really help. And it doesn't. Do you guys know when you're in a group setting of a class, like a workout class, it's impossible to quit halfway? Because everyone knows you're leaving. Everybody's like, we know you're getting up. They don't even have to say anything. And then I overlie where I'm like, my wrist, so bad. My wrist is so bad. I gotta get out of this. Meanwhile, there's a fully pregnant woman thrusting without a sweat. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And you tiptoe so loud. Like you're tiptoeing, but it's like you might as well be clapping like the loudest you've ever clapped in your life. You're like, I'm gonna go. I'm getting out of here. My wrist. Nobody gives a shit either. And they definitely don't care that they see me with a Starbucks immediately after. I gotta go get a snack. 30 minutes, I'm ready to eat. I think I'm just tired of pretending if I'm being honest. I'm just like super done. Like I used to lie about reading books. Nope, I don't read them. I do not read books. And if you have ever brought a book up to me and I was like, totally, I lied. Where the Crawdads Sing? Shut up. Shut up. That book has been chasing me since 2018. Shut up. And that's me talking to my mom. She's like, did you read the book? The book was great. And let me tell you about my mom. She's the book was better girl. You guys all have a friend who's like, book was better. And you're like, book was better. And you're like, okay, let me get this straight. Your imagination is better than, let's say, a Steven Spielberg. You crack the fucking code up here, and we're all supposed to be like, you're right, Annetta, the book was better. Annetta, you fucking nailed it, honey. The way you saw the marsh, no one could see it that way, Annetta. I'm done with that. I'm done with lying about having a gluten allergy. I don't have one. Nope, she don't got it. And you best believe I've had my job get gluten-free crackers. You better fucking believe it. I'm like, ew, is this a Ritz? You know I need gluten-free. I don't. Like, I'll itch a little. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but like, I'll itch a little, but I don't have like a serious, you know what I mean? I don't have celiac. If I'm being, and I feel bad kind of, because when you lie about having an allergy, people believe you. And nothing's worse than someone thinking, oh, it's your birthday, but you have a gluten allergy, right? And you're like, no! Give me a regular cake, I'll handle it. No, and here's your vegan ice cream. Disgusting. It's disgusting. Meanwhile, I'm at home having a full gangbang with baguettes and butter. For show, putting vegan ice cream out. Anybody who tries to sell cashews as something delicious, get out of here. Oh, have you tasted this pizza? The cashew. You've been away too long. You haven't had the full figured shit yet. That creamy shit. God, I don't think vegans should be able to throw parties. Take it. I'm done lying about it. I don't want to go to your party. Let me tell you something. I am a Chicago Italian. What does that mean? I'm annoying. Second, I eat bread, meat, and cheese together and separate. I'll sprinkle beef on my cereal. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Heart attack? Come on. I dare cheese to kill me. Not before it gives me pleasure. I just grew up eating bread, eating meat, eating cheese, knowing how to throw a fucking party. I feel like no one knows how to throw a party anymore. Am I wrong? Like, I'm done being invited to a party where they go, bring your own meat to cook. What? I gotta bring my own dish to enjoy? So why don't I just shop and be alone where I will like everything that's happening? I don't understand. And but point is that I throw a great party because I don't want you to bring anything. I don't want you to bring your dish that I gotta fucking clean. Then I gotta lie and say it was good. It's probably not that good, right? Because I'm not a nice person. Will I eat it if it has cheese? Yeah, that's not my point. My point is you bring it, I gotta pretend it's delicious, then I gotta wash your dish. Get out of here. I'd rather just, I take care of people. If you come over and you're like, oh, I have a gluten allergy, I'll be like, me too. I'm just kidding. I've got something for you is my point. If you're a vegan, I'll make sure I handle tofu to your pleasure, okay? But I've never walked into a vegan's party, right? Because they shouldn't be throwing them. I've never walked into a vegan's party and them go, hey, Renee, I know you love meat, smoked you a rack of ribs. Has it ever happened to you? Never. It's never happened. Ever in this lifetime will it happen. And the thing is, I get it. You don't want to handle products from animals. Go to McDonald's, get a number 2, throw it at me. Help me be seen. You don't even have to touch it. Don't even take it out of the bag. Just let me go in the bathroom and eat it like I'm comfortable. Just let me be seen in your home. Not even a sausage for me to feel like you cared. It's exhausting. I'm done, okay? Speaking of that, I'm also done giving hand jobs. Tell your friends. Nope. They're exhausting. They're exhausting. They're exhausting. No girl's ever been like, let me get my hand on that dick. Never. Never. And if you are, stop it. I'm exhausted, and I've waited tables. Do you get it? I know what to do. It's no. And I remember the moment I was done giving hand jobs. I was on a date. Well, I don't want to call it a date. We were making out. I needed to make out. We were kissing. And he whispered in my ear, you can touch my dick if you want to. And I go, oh, I know. Yeah. I'm totally clear. I know what we're doing here, babe. But I've been T-Rexing this makeout for an hour. Read the signs, baby. I'm also done with dating apps. Goodbye. I can't. I'm so bad at it. And I hate people who are like, I'm great on them. Well, you're a narcissist. There's something wrong. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be good at it. I don't get it. But I did, before I deleted them entirely, I said to myself, Renee, open yourself up. Pick a guy you would never pick. Don't do that. So I went on the date, and this is going to surprise you. He did not look like his photo. He was very different. He looked like a hot goblin. I'm not even trying to be mean. He looked like a hot goblin. What I'm trying to say is if there were a town of goblins, he'd have been the hottest goblin. So I guess I should have been grateful. So I stayed for the date because I'm bad with conflict. And in the middle of the conversation, he goes, I should probably tell you I'm in an open relationship. So let me get this straight. You look like a goblin. You found a girl who said yes I like goblins. I like everything you're doing here from the ears to the lips. I like it all. And you thought to yourself, I'm gonna get another one. What? How fucking dare you? And he's the reason I don't give hand jobs anymore. Okay, I'm not trying to be the regular meat in your gob sandwich. That's not what I'm into. So I got off the apps. I recently just got diagnosed with high blood pressure. I know. Could it get sexier? I don't know if it can. I don't know. Definitely got hotter. Not in the way we want. Here's what's crazy is I found out at the dentist. What? Did you guys know that they take your blood pressure at the dentist before they clean your teeth? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I want to go back to Chicago where they roll the dice. I don't want this kind of safe shit. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to know what else is going on. Make them clean and white. Good day, sir. If I have a heart attack behind the wheel, not your journey. You know what I mean? Clean them. The end. Get them clean. And I went to a new dentist, and the hygienist was this guy who, like, smelled like textbook. That's how new he felt, right? This is like a fresh day just out of school. He's sitting there, he takes my blood pressure. I'm confused, but I let it happen. And he got, like most of my situations, cuts a hot goblin. I'm confused, but I want pizza. So he takes my blood pressure, and he's wearing a mask, obviously, and he goes, oh no. And I go, well, what happened? He's like, your blood pressure's a little elevated. I go, okay. What do we do now? And he's like, I thought he was gonna cry. I was comforting him. I was like, it's new for you, huh? Let me take you through this. What is happening? He's like, in 2 minutes, I'll have to take your blood pressure again. I go, great, let's fucking ride, like go. He takes my blood pressure, it shoots up to like 240. It's fine. I know it's high, but like it was just so fun to watch him react. So he's like, oh my God. Like I thought he was gonna just end it. I thought he didn't know what to do. He was like, oh, go get your dad, dentist. Go get the dad, dentist. Let's bring him in and see what's going on. Go get your dad. Okay, you can't handle this right now. This isn't you yet. This isn't you yet. So he goes, he's just like shivering almost, and he goes, I should be telling you to go to an ER. I go, are you telling me to go to an ER? It's like, well, I definitely should be telling you to take baby aspirin. I go, do you got baby aspirin? What are we doing here, John? What are we doing? I go, what's the problem? I know 247, but what's the problem? What happens if you clean my teeth? He goes, you could have a stroke on the table, or whatever it is, the chair. Table would have been cooler. Chair. So I'm like in that recliner. Everyone's relaxed in that. Okay, anyway, so he's like, you could have a stroke. I go, then let's go, baby. Don't you want to try? Let's go. What a story for you, John. All your friends will be like, how was your first week of work? Stroke. How fun. He's like you couldn't take a joke. It was bad. So I end up at the ER. My blood pressure was very high. It stayed around 240 for a good 8 hours. And I just remember them taking my tests, and the doctor would come in and she'd be like, hey, we took that CT. I go, yeah. And she's like, it's gorgeous. I go, are you flirting with me? She was doing that with everything. She came back and she was like, EKG, I'd fuck it. I was like, damn. Like everything was coming back delish. So what's the problem? Why am I here? She's like, well, we can't release you unless it gets way lower. She's like, what do we think is going on if all of your health is fine? And I go, I don't know. And she's like, well, what's been going on? I go, well, my dog died. I'm buying a house, and I have to go to Disney World with my family in a week, and it shot up 20 points. And she goes, well, I think we found the problem. I think someone's got to meditate, or maybe not go to Disney World. So finally, we get it down. I go home, and I do what any normal person does, right? I Google, what do I eat to lower my blood pressure? Give it to me. What's the list? So I'm going to Disney World. That is happening. But I'm deciding, okay, I've got a week and a half to get it right, get it tight, right? Get this blood pressure down, baby. Because I can't have high blood. You know what I mean? I can't die at Epcot. That's not my story. And so I decide that I'm gonna. Do you guys do the celery juice diet? Has anyone done the celery juice thing? Apparently, it's good for your liver, which is connected to your high blood pressure. You're welcome. So I'm like, okay, I'll get celery juice. It's supposed to also make you glow. It's supposed, which I'm into, and it's also supposed to like regulate everything, right? So if you drink celery juice in the morning, then I assume you get to go on with your day eating pizzas, the burgers, the nachos, what have you. So I'm like, great, I'm in. Here's the problem. Celery juice is $100 to get juiced. It's so expensive. It makes no sense. Then I was like, get a juicer. It's 59 cents a bundle. Yeah, it takes 28 days to get a celery juice out of a fucking bundle. I don't got the time. Definitely now that I have high blood pressure. Can't be squandering my time. So I go to this health food store down the street from me, and I get my celery juice for, a small loan on a house. And so I'm waiting for it to be juiced. And I don't know what it is, but do you ever walk into a Whole Foods or like anything that's like health related, and just the smell makes you feel like you did it? Like you walk in and you go, is that a carrot? I feel thinner. I feel balanced. So I'm waiting for my celery juice, and I'm looking around, because I'm a shopper, first and foremost. I'm looking around, I'm seeing these $18 bags of shits. I'm going over, and I see, which seems to be the trend now, a fresh coconut. Have you guys seen these? Coconut skinned, tightly wrapped in a cellophane, like nature's Capri Sun. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you just hydrate. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking about it. It's like $28. I'm looking at it. And then I see a sticker on it that says fresh young coconut. And it sets me off. I'm like, oh, is that what everybody wants? A fresh young coconut? Is that what you guys are after? What about a coconut that's lived a little? She seems dope. What about that girl? What about a coconut who knows how to shut the fuck up when you're watching TV? Sounds like a great coconut to me. What about a coconut that's done coke once? She gets it. That sounds like a fucking great coconut. This young one sounds exhausting. Who needs all those electrolytes? Get a life, dorks. Get a coconut and knows what's up. I bought 2. There's a reason they're fresh and young. Maybe that's what they're drinking. So I went to Disney World. It's exciting. Got there. I do love my family. I really do. I got high blood, though. Right? So I got to be careful. I got high blood. A lot of the items on the grocery list did not make it. I should have gone myself. The one thing I did notice, again, being a woman who doesn't have kids yet or ever, I have 5 teenage nephews. Teenage. And I didn't know how much they fucking ate. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, I used to be a teenage boy. I don't remember that. That's because you didn't have to pay for it. I think we forget until it's time to open your wallet. They eat so much. I was like, you're in a group. Relax, 4 bagels. Like, it's morning. It's been up an hour. What's going on? So I have a nephew who's like been working out a lot. He's 16. And he's very into his bodybuilding skills. And I got high blood. Do you understand? So like I'm out here trying to not die or have a stroke at Epcot. I'm out here trying not to be the one next to her nephew on Guardians of the fucking Galaxy and stroking out, okay? I had high blood. 2 weeks from the blood pressure scare. So I pull out a bowl of grapes. And I go, hey, do you want a grape? And he goes, yeah, I'll take the whole bowl. I'll take $100 then. What do you mean you'll take the whole bowl? He's like, I'm bulking up. I go, bulking up? I'll tell you about bulking up. Why don't you talk to a woman about bulking up? Happens out of nowhere, okay? You're doing exactly what you want to do and bam, bulk. Honestly, do you think I can't eat 4 bagels, 2 hot dogs, a box of ice cream sandwiches, and this whole fucking bowl of grapes? I can. But I'm with people. You psychopath. I got high blood. I can't be treated this way. I'm like, grab a noodle and go to the pool. I gotta go and meditate and sip on this cider. I woke up and the bananas were gone. I'm not, what am I gonna die in Animal Kingdom? No one cares. I put it on the fucking list. So I go, oh, the bananas are gone, because you gotta fake it out here. Inside, brewing, boiling, almost dead. If that hygienist saw me, he'd been like, oh God, it was high. I could feel it. I didn't even have to take a test. I go, no bananas. And my cousin, who's amazing, she's just fucking dope, but she goes, you can see her kind of pause, and she goes, oh, they're on my kids' plates. And I go, oh, that's okay. I don't care. She's like, they're not gonna eat them. I'm like, in my head screaming, why you give them to them? Why did you deshell them and put them on their plate? They don't want the bananas. I'm gonna die at Magic Kingdom. So she's like, take them off their plate. I really don't take them off their plates. And she's again, this is not her. This is obviously me. But I'm just like, I can't steal bananas from children. There's something weird about that. But I did take them. I got high blood. You guys know it and I know it. It's so ridiculous. The last time we were all together was pre-pan, like a lot of people. And it was for my sister's wedding. My sister's younger than me, so that's fun. Where's your boyfriend? Nope. Still don't got one. So my sister wants to get married. Like, she wants to have like a barn farm wedding. And it was a beautiful wedding, but it was like 2 hours outside of Chicago. So, it's very... And it was in Galena, Illinois. Have you been? No. Well, it does have everything you need. It has, except for Wi-Fi and teeth. That's what's missing. Galena. You're like, I can't get service, and you can't eat that steak. So it was a beautiful wedding, but when my sister got engaged, she asked me to be the maid of honor, but also the only bridesmaid. Right. Fuck that. Here's the deal. When you're asked to be a bridesmaid, you want to be in a gaggle of bridesmaids so you can be the cutest one. Now I'm just the only one. Next to my younger sister getting married before me, and she has a kid. And no one even shamed her for having a baby out of wedlock. What's happening in this house? What's going on? So I'm very bossy. So my sister knew I was the one to talk to the DJ. So I go up to the DJ and I give him the itinerary. I'm very focused. By the way, I picked a dress, a Vera Wang, that gave you the will her boob pop out or won't it? And I thought, that's the one to wear. You know what I mean? You're like, I have better boobs than you and the world will know now. Congrats on your wedding. Oh, I forgot to tell you, she did not invite me with a date. I know. I was like, she's like, well, you don't have a boyfriend. I go, I'll hire a male prostitute. That's none of your business. Who I bring's not your business. I could have a secret 4 or 5. I can be in a group marriage. You don't know what's going on with me. I don't tell you everything. Also, where's my Hallmark story? You're stopping me from having one. Because I can get on the plane, and if I have the option of a +1, there's a guy sitting next to me. He's super cute, but super annoying. And then the plane has to land unexpectedly, and then there's only one rental car. We have to drive together. Guess where he's going? Galena. We get there, I get a +1. Guess who's my fake man? This guy. We fall in love because my boob pops out. Then you're my bridesmaid, bitch. You took that from me. So I'm at the DJ booth. And on the itinerary, it says that I am going to close the speeches, right? So I'm going to go after the best man. And he goes, no. Nobody can follow. A girl can't follow the best man. And I go, okay. Do you think he's going to be able to follow me talking about my dead dad? I don't think he can. So why don't you just keep it here? And he's like, oh, God. It was just I like to do that because I think it teaches lessons. You don't know what I'm going to talk about. I could be stripping. You don't know me. Just like my sister clearly doesn't know me. So he liked that I was sassy. So he finally looks up. And he smiled. And, boy. Here's how I can explain it. He had 2 very black, mossy-ish. They were they were hairy-ish. Dead teeth. 2 dead teeth. flanking a trouble tooth that almost looked like wood in the middle. And he had a thumb ring on. I was like, where do I start? But he smiled with such like a confidence, you had to respect it. So I let him go. I let him be. Middle of the wedding, my friend comes up to me. She goes, this DJ is watching you everywhere you go. I go, DJ Dead Tooth? She goes, yeah. And I was like, shit. Because you know what? You can't be found alone at a wedding when DJ Dead Tooth's on the prowl. You gotta look alive, everybody. You can't be out here getting caught up with DJ Dead Tooth. Old DT's gonna get you. Night goes on, Dirty Dancing plays. You know I did the whole routine, because that's the kind of lady I am. And my sister played Patrick Swayze because she stays where she is. Do you feel me? I don't care whose wedding this is. You're Pat. I'm always Gray. Same with Grease. You are John, baby. Okay? I don't care who's getting married. Congrats. So we go and sit down. We have the Dirty Dancing. I go and grab donuts because there's a tower. And I'm like, ooh, look who hasn't tried that. You know, I didn't know about my blood at the time. So I went and got 3. I wanted to taste them. They were all glazed. And I moved over to where we were sitting, and I took my shoes off, which is the most vulnerable position you can be in. Shoeless with donuts. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, I could feel them. I done got caught. DJ Dead Tooth. Did you ever hear someone breathe out of just their nose? Woo! That's haunting in itself. Double up with some teeth to die for. So he's standing here, and I'm like, shit. Like, in my head, I'm like, God damn, I'm eating these donuts because I don't stop for anything. And he said, wow, Dirty Dancing, huh? Can't believe you knew the whole dance. I was like, this is what you're doing? This is it? This is the one that got you? And he's like, man, I finally know what guys mean when they say love at first sight. This is how awkward and silent it got. You could hear me eating a donut. And Footloose was playing. You could hear it like sloshing. I was like, I didn't say anything. I just kind of stayed straight. Because I don't know what happens when you look into the tooth. I don't know what kind of magic this guy's got. Why else would you let it happen? So he goes, well, I guess I don't know what else to say. I go, no, I think you've said it all. I think you did it. And he was like, fuck it. Can I take you out after this? And I was like, it's 4 a.m. when that happens. Like, and I just looked at him and I just go, look, I don't mean any disrespect, but I don't trust you. You let your own teeth die. You let your own teeth die. Teeth just don't fucking die, you guys. Okay? You go to someone, you see it's a slow burn. He said, let him go. I'm supposed to trust you in the dark, in Galena, with no Wi-Fi? Good day. And I danced right out of there. You just have to moonwalk out. The social media has made friends you went to high school with think you're still friends. Do you notice that? They still think they are your friends. So when you come into town and they run into you at the Target, they're like, my friend is here. And you're like, get me the fuck out of here. Because they were never your friends in school. I grew up in a very Italian neighborhood of Chicago, and a lot of the guys that I went to high school with became high school reunion fat. That's what I call them. Where they like just put a little weight on and they still live with their mom. And they're Italian. Like Italian boys stay home longer than they should. But you know when you hear someone's voice and you don't even have to see them, you know who it is, right? And I'm like about to check out and I hear, oh my God, is that Renee Gauthier? And I'm like, fuck. It's Cenzo. I know exactly who it is. Short for Vincenzo. Enjoy it. So I turn around like, hi. And he's like, oh my God, Hollywood. It happens all the time. I'm like, yep, I live on the sign. It's like, yeah, it's me. And then he's like, you're not going to believe this. I go, what? He goes, I'm dating Karen Cialino. I don't know who he's talking about. So I have to pretend that I know Karen Cialino, And guess who comes around the corner fully fucking pregnant? Karen Ciolino. She can't even keep it together. She's so happy to see me. And I'm just like, oh, hi. And I'm not pretending. I mean, her face looks kind of familiar. But like, I'm like, oh my God, you guys are together and you're pregnant. Congratulations. Where are you guys living? He goes, where am I gonna go? I live at home still. I was like, you mean you bought the house from your parents? No, I live at home. What am I gonna do, leave? Yeah, go ahead and get out of there. Like, it's like, what my mom gonna do? Who's she gonna cook for? I don't know, someone else. So Karen goes, well, how long are you here? Which is a trap. And I go, why? I might leave now. I was like, oh, I'm here just for the week. Because I'm so innocent. And she goes, oh, great. You should come to the baby shower. Let me tell you something. No woman in this world wants to go to a baby shower. Nobody. You know why? The food is gross. It's not good. I don't want to guess what kind of candy bar you put in the diaper. Have you seen this game? What are we doing? Melt the Snickers, she'll never know. What I do know is I'm not eating that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to puffy paint a onesie for you. I'm not into it. So I said yes. Am I going to say no? I can't lose followers. Which is so true. So Italian baby showers are like weddings. So they have like a head table. It's ridiculous. But I feel like I got sat at the table that was like the girls who chose career. Do you know what I mean? You get what I mean? Like no girl has a baby at my table. So I'm sitting there, and here's the problem with me is I make too much eye contact. I do it. Like, people tell me everything, and I don't know why, and I know it's my fault, and they can trust me, and I enjoy it sometimes, but sometimes I don't want to know. Like, I walked past this guy the other day, and he was like, let me tell you what happened. I was like, who are you? Did I look at you too long? What happened? I'm just nice. I kind of wanted to know what happened. Anyway, so I'm at this frickin' table, and one girl is, I'm sitting between these two girls, and one girl starts with, okay, well, I slipped into a coma. I go, go on. She's like, I slipped into a coma, and then I had this heart issue, so then we weren't sure if we could have a baby, but we're trying. No, why are you trying? You're gonna die. What are you doing? And I'm looking at her like, and then the girl next over here goes, I get what you mean. I was like, what? How do you get what she means? What table am I at? Is this like recovery table? Like, were you all in comas? I only have high blood. So she goes, I know what you mean. And she like grabs my arm almost like, thank you for your support. Well, she's telling me, I was like, I gotta hear this. She goes, when I was 19, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I was like, Jesus Christ. She was like, and I'm on a medication that I could die if I have a baby. So we're charting. What? I at first don't know what charting means. But second, what? Don't have a baby, okay? Rescue a dog. Do something else. You both about to die. Do you know what I mean? And then it always happens, they look at you like, why don't you have a baby? Like, what's your story? And I'm just like, what is my story? Like, do I flip the table and just say I chose career? Or do I just do what I did? And I said, well, I have a tilted uterus, which is not a medical issue. And my doctor was like, you want me to flip that? I was like, nah. If he wants it, he'll get it. You know, he'll work for it. I'm making this easy for nobody. Amazing. I don't even know. During the pandemic, I think everyone can agree, and even now to this day, we've lost a lot of friends, right? Like we've stopped talking to certain people of what they were saying, of what they believed, of how they voted, and I lost a lot of my friends because they didn't believe I could build a deck in my backyard. Do not question me, okay? And I will do it. I built a deck in my backyard. Don't stand, it's fine. Don't you dare. Don't you, okay? I used plywood, I drilled it, I stained it. I think it's water resistant. I handled it. And after I built this deck, it became insufferable. Like the worst, okay? Because before I handled wood, important wood, if a guy would hit on me, he could literally say anything and I'd be like, okay, let's go. Like it was easy, it worked is my point. Now that I've built a deck, no, you better come correct, baby, okay? Because I'm becoming the boyfriend I want to see in the world. And when you come at me with this bullshit, I want to go, but what do you bring to this house? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have a drill? Do you even understand that I just changed a light bulb we thought could never be changed? What are you doing here? So we can understand why I'm sitting at the singles table. And so my brother, I was very proud of this deck. I still am. And my brother's an architect, so I was so excited to FaceTime him and show him what I did. And I FaceTime him, he lives in Chicago, and he looks at it, and he goes, And he's like sizing it up like he really needs to. And he goes, yeah, that's just a platform. And I go, goodbye. I have not spoken to him since, do you understand? And I told him his kids are ugly. And here's the truth, his kids are gorgeous, but you hurt something I make, I'ma hurt something you made, bitch. How dare you? I got splinters. So I'm feeling cocky, so I go back on dating apps. Because I'm like, you're new, girl. Go ahead and put that high blood on there. I put high blood, built a deck, and I put snacker. Because I think saying you're a snacker is an adorable way to say you eat a lot. She's like, I snack. So I match with this guy, and he's like, oh my God, I love snacking. We bond over snacking. And I think, is this my husband? Because he knows about snacks you shouldn't know about. You know what I mean? That underground shit. So we're talking about it. And he's like, let's go to a movie. Let me tell you something. The best way to know someone immediately is to go to a movie with them. Go to a movie theater with them. They either have an god-awful movie resting watching face, and you know you're done. Okay? Or they talk too much, or they don't laugh when you laugh. And I'm annoying because I go like this. Are you laughing? And then I don't return. So we meet in front. Here's the deal, he don't pay. And I tell you that because A, you want her to know, and B, so you know why I'm making fun of him. He doesn't pay, we roll up to the concession stand. Remember, we're here to snack, right? Roll up to the concession stand and he goes, nah, I'm good. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know you were a liar. So then he acts weird when I order a giant popcorn, a giant cherry Coke, Raisinets just in case, and 2 hot dogs. I'm here to snack. That's why we're here. So we go in, he pulls out a sandwich baggie of perfectly curated Sour Patch Kids, 1 of each color. Not even 2 of each color, like what a douche. It's like, you're on a date, loser. So we're watching a movie. He goes to eat my popcorn. I go, nah, slut. I'm gonna stop you right there. He goes, oh, like you're gonna finish it all? I go, challenge accepted, bitch. But here's the other thing. I would rather take all of this home and watch it die on my counter before you have a morsel of it. I just built a deck. I'm Renee. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Here's the bands, girl. She a 10 or better, tell her strike a pose. She don't switch positions and she plays the role. Hit up the salon, she gets her nails and toes. Hair done, neck, wrist, hands froze. She pull up, hop out, then she swerve. Do your 2-step, your little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose.
I pull up, hop out, then I swerve. Do my 2-step, my little catwalk, make it work.